Thank you, Chair. I'll be making an audio recording of this. It's easier than playing with cameras. In principle, this is a marvellous idea to give business rate relief. Firms in Nuneaton are struggling. There's opportunities for new firms to set up because we've got quite a number of vacant units. Unfortunately, the scheme seems to be over-bureaucratic and ineffective, and we should actually be looking at a scheme that helps far more of the firms that apply. Looking at page 16, it seems 51 firms expressed an interest, and only 6 have actually had any assistance out of the rate relief. We have a vast number of empty shops, and we do need to actually get small businesses into units. There's units in the Road Walk that have been empty for a decade. They've never had an occupant. And we do need a business rate relief scheme that actually helps the retailers actually start up and do things in this town. Looking at section 4.6, it points out that the process is often time consuming due to considerable amounts of information, etc. We need to actually help people, not time up and bureaucracy. And if we've got 50 firms are applying and only 6 succeeding, that implies the system's failing. We have empty units, far more than the 9% you keep reporting, and we do need to urgently get them in use. Every shop unit in use brings in eventually more business rates, more car park income, and more customers for all the other shops in town. So it's a win-win-win, and we really need to be helping businesses and not just watching them die and taking them through bureaucracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Condaka. Do you have any questions? Councillor Phillips.
Yeah, Councillor Condaka, you said that there was 51 applications?
No, firms that are interested, if you look at the...
Well, yeah, thank you very much. That is not an application.
I did
it's
say...
just somebody that's showing an interest to start. So, all right, there might have been 51 interested, but then again, 30 applications. That's a big difference. You're giving a misleading figure there.
But partly showing interest, they get information, they see we only give 40% relief, they look at the forms, and yeah, you've got to ask why didn't 20 odd firms even apply?
No.
Do we have any more questions? Councillor Condaka. Thank you very much. Do you have anything to add to the report? I'm sure, speaking as somebody who pays council tax just like everybody else does, and people pay rates, business rates, but all of us would like to pay nothing. But that isn't how the system works. And the fact that many people don't want to pay the business rates and don't like the system of business rates, I feel they're barking at the wrong tree and complaining at the council. It isn't the council who came up with the system of allocating local government finance via partly through the business rates. We don't get it all. Might make a dramatic difference to us if we did. Neither is it the council that own many of the premises that have been referred to. These are private properties owned by, in some cases, property companies, in other cases, retail developers. The actual number of private council-owned town centre shops that are vacant is minimal. I think I can probably count them on my left hand, and I'm counting both towns. So the council is doing a great deal to help people with businesses, and I also think it's important for us to talk up the town, both towns, on a continual basis. Anybody who tries to park a car in Nuneaton on a Saturday has a great deal of difficulty quite often, and one of the things we might have to be looking at in the future is additional car parks, because it isn't a case of filling our car parks, it's a case of making sure we've got enough car parks, because so many people actually do want to come here shopping. And while other people have deliberately killed their towns by out-of-town shopping areas, and we can think of one not very far away, many people still like coming to town centres, to town centre shops and to town centre markets. That doesn't mean we can completely make up for all the negative influence of people buying on the internet, like most of us do to some extent, and other factors which affect local business. But the council has been doing particularly well in this sphere. And if people doubt the figures that empty premises put forward, I'd be very interested on what basis that is the case, and perhaps figures could be given to our officers as to how that is the case. But I'm very pleased that our officers have worked extremely hard to get town centre premises filled. We've got a recent addition. We had a florist in the bus station. We've now got hairdressers in that. Cooks was for many years. We've got very, very few properties available, and I'm sure if we had, we might be able to fill them. But we do need more of the other privately owned premises to be filled. But I think some of the private owners need to look to themselves as to what they could do. Any amendments, or Councillor?
Thanks, Chair. I'll not to labour the point, but last weekend I was in Nuneaton because myself and my wife and the children often come in Nuneaton, even though we live in Bedworth. It was about 3:45 by the time we got in, and it was very difficult to get a parking space at 3:45. It was extremely difficult to make our way through the marketplace because there was that many people, and that was at 3:45 in the afternoon, when supposedly our town centres are completely dead. Well, in fact, they weren't, Chair. There was a lot of people out and about, and we get a lot of stick from other sources around and about, particularly in London, but in Bedworth as well, this council does. And as you say, we do a lot to actually attract business and people to our town centres. And I think that rather than knocking our council for doing what we do in the town centres, I think actually we should be applauded for what we actually do for our town centres and our people and our businesses in our town centres. It's easy to knock, isn't it, Chair? It's a lot harder to actually give praise for what we do. So personally, I think we do a lot for our town centres, for our businesses in our town centres, and particularly for our residents who come, and residents from out of town that come, a flock to Nuneaton, as I say. 3:45 on Saturday, it was absolutely evil.
I think this isn't just about town centres either, isn't it? But we have been concentrating on town centres, and even today the Wednesday market was thronging with people. We had street entertainment. Nuneaton was a very lively place, which can't be said for many other towns in the middle of the week. And it's extreme. It's a credit as well to the town centre traders who are there, who are putting their all in to doing well. And would it be that we could give everything free of charge? That would be a wonderful dreamland that doesn't exist. But we're not in that lucky position.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, you can't.
Could I just ask for a
No, sorry, you can't.
on a
You
point?
were given the opportunity to speak at the beginning of the
No, it's on what you just said. You said
can't
there's
do that.
another
I'm sorry.
nearby town that
You can't
built
do
its
that.
town
I'm sorry,
centre without
sir.
its own development. But you didn't name it, so I'm just wondering which one you meant, because it might be interesting for people to go and take a look at it.
Sorry, sir, you can't shout from the back of the room in the Everybody is given the opportunity to speak for 3 minutes at the beginning of each item.
Sure, I was just responding to what you just said there. Just so you know that.
Are we all happy with the recommendations being put forward?
Yes, Chair.
Yes? Thank you.